Hi there, welcome back to Resin by Drew. Today I'm going to do some more 3D bloom flowers, but I'm going to do two different styles of petals, and I'm going to do two different colours. I'm going to do they're all Resin8 colours. I'm going to do Purple Cosmo and Blue Bird in two of the moulds, and then I'm going to do Eggnog and Grasshopper in the other two moulds. So we'll start off by, I'll take the white out of my resin for, I'll take the resin out of my pot first that I'm going to need for the white, and then I'll share the rest of the resin between the moulds. As I always say, I don't need to fill it at this stage. I don't need a thick layer, just need a good layer on the bottom. I'll just share it all out evenly, push it out with my stick. I haven't done any resin the last couple of days. It's been just way too hot. When it's just the weather that it has been, it just flash cures too quickly, so I've been unable to do anything for the last 2 or 3 days now, so it's nice to get back to being able to pour again. Surprising how much I miss it, even when I just go for a day without being able to pour, because I do pour most days. Right, so I'm using craft resin. I've let the resin get to 40 degrees. I've got the resin in the pot ready for my white. I'm going to make my white first. As usual, I'm using Resi-Tint Max in titanium white and a few drops of my Pinata Pearl alcohol ink. I'm just going to get a stick so that I can make my white. As usual, I'm going to give it a good stir, especially because I've not used it for a couple of days. Get all the goodness from the sides and the bottom. Mix it all in. It's a funny shape on the bottom, it's slightly arched, so it makes it difficult. It's a bit easier if it was flat, I think, on the bottom. So I've scraped it off. That's all I've got left on my sticks. That's all I'm putting into the resin. I'll put that in the resin. I'll give that a good stir. And as I stir, the white starts to come off my stick, that is. I can also scrape it off. You just need so little. It's surprising how little you actually need. Okay, so I'm just going to add I've got quite a lot of white, so I'm going to add 10 drops of my Pinata Pearl, but I just need to give it a good shake first, because as the same as my white pigment, it's not been used for a few days and it does separate. So I just need to give it a good shake. And then I'm going to add 10 drops. Again, I give it a good stir. I'm going to put that straight into my piping bag. And then we'll do the alcohol inks. Okay, so I'll let that sit in the piping bag for a few minutes. I think on this one we'll put Blue Bird in the middle, or the first two rather. We'll put Blue Bird in the middle, and then we'll put Purple Cosmo around the outside. And then on the next one we'll do Grasshopper in the middle and Eggnog, I think, on the outside. And then I'm going to take my white piping bag and snip a little tiny hole in the end, and we'll start the piping. Oh, actually, I've got a bit of glitter that I'm going to add to it before I start the piping. I'll just stand that in the plastic cup so that the piping doesn't, the white resin for the piping doesn't go everywhere. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glitter. Stir that in. There we go. Now I'll snip a little tiny hole in the end of the piping bag and start with my piping. Just check the size of the hole first before we go any further. That's fine. So I think for the first one we'll do a petal like this, It's like a triangular shape that gets ever decreasing, like ever decreasing triangles. In the middle I'm just going to do a excuse me, a circle. I'll do the same on this one. Just using my finger and my thumb to squeeze the piping bag to make sure that the resin's coming out at the right speed or the right pace. Also moving the piping bag at the right speed helps as well. You can speed up or slow down the speed that you move in the piping bag. So I've done the first two. Then I think the second two will follow the shape around. It's a nice shape to follow around this one. Moulds from Molten Shapes, and I think it's their geranium shape mould if I'm not mistaken. Again on this one we'll start following the shape around. The first ones look like they're starting to bloom already, which is a good sign. I'm going to try and do one more shape around the right around the outer edges. And the same on the last one. So we've done two kinds of petals, one which is the ever decreasing, what I call a triangle, the ever decreasing triangle, and the other one is the where you follow the shape around. Now I'm just going to do an extra one around the outside of this ever decreasing triangle as well. I've got some white left, so I might as well use it. And the last one. I'm sorry if my hands are in the way, it's just the way that I'm having to squeeze the piping bag at the moment to get the rest of the white out. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take my dotting tool, well I'm going to it's actually a silicone tool, and I'm just going to highlight the shape of the flower a little bit more. I'm going to do a little spiral in the middle. I'm going to do the same on the other one. And then exactly the same on the last two. And that's it, that's all I'm going to do with them. I'm going to leave them tomorrow until they're cured, and then I'll decide whether to backfill them with a colour or leave them clear, or what to do with them. And I will be back to show you the results. So I will say bye for now, and I will see you soon. See you soon. Hi there, welcome back. I'm just going to demould these coasters that I made. They hopefully will look as nice on the front as they do on the back, because I'm really pleased with the way that they do look on the back. So let's demould them all to start with, and then we'll have a look at them. Just got a little tiny bit of overspill there that I'm just going to pull off. Just put the mould to one side. Let's have a look at them. I'll do it this way so that we see both, because there's two similar ones and then two similar ones of the other style, so we'll look at them both together. Oh, that's very pretty. Let me get some black card. That's really pretty. That's bloomed beautifully as well. Oh, the glitter's come through at in the middle as well, which I wasn't sure if it would. I wasn't sure if the glitter would sink or if it would just stay on top, which meant it would stay at the back, so I'm really pleased about that. Really happy with that. And then the other one that's that style. I just love it when it blooms, and it blooms around the centre colour of the alcohol ink, because it looks like the centre colour is the middle of the flower, and then the outer white bit where it's bloomed are the main petals. That's stunning. That's really pretty. Let's have a look at the other two styles. Oh, that's very pretty as well. That's bloomed beautifully. That's stunning. Just got a couple of bits of overspill that I'm just pulling off. I'll deal with those later. They're only little tiny pieces. That's really, really pretty. I'm happy with that.
All right, yeah.
And then I've just got one more. Yeah, I've just got one more left, which is my final one. And that all seems to have shifted to one side a little bit for some reason. It's still pretty. The glitter's still come through. I've just got little bare bits on these two petals, but they're still very pretty. That one's bloomed absolutely beautifully. So yeah, I'm really happy with those. I'll take some still shots at the end of the video. I'll put those at the end of the video so you can see what they look like. But I'm really happy with those. I really do like them. I'm liking pastel colours at the moment. If you've not noticed, I'm going through a pastel. Well, I don't know, because the last ones that I've moulded recently, I don't know which order the videos will go up in, but I've just moulded some that were brighter colours. So, but I am really liking the pastel colours at the moment, and you know, the sort of these tones. There's just something about them, but yeah, I'm really happy with those. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. I will be back with another experiment soon, so bye for now.